Welcome back, adventurers. My name is Eli, the Game Master, and this is A Good Day to Die. Last we left off, I did the Journey Up Until Now video. So if you want to know what's going on, watch that video. So let's go ahead and just dive right in.
Nice segue.
It's a real thing.
I did the recap last
It's a
time.
real thing that happened. I did a whole 12-minute video recap.
And I watched it. Listened to
We got a
it.
video?
And learned some things, apparently, that I missed.
Isn't that funny how that works?
I need my own camera.
Also, me and Delaney switch sides.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah, now Delaney is on my side and Berta is on Max's side.
So we're taking sides? I don't want to put sides.
And Nationwide is on your side. Not
Hey,
But we could be! Give us money! Anyway. We're starving! Anyway, we need better microphones. And cameras. And ceiling. Anyway.
We actually need someone that can be good at text.
Don't look
too.
behind the scenes. Never look behind the scenes.
Ignore the man behind the curtain. So, to give a very short recap on what's be going on, you had just went through the pipe maze, had just went into the steam room, had fought the Mephits, had went up the stairs, had solved the trap with the caustic gas. And be honest with me, are you still at level 4? Have I given you XP for that encounter?
No.
No.
Okay, I need to do that. I'll do it at the end of the night. You're not getting a long rest, so it's fine. Just remind me of that. I'm going to get everybody their XP
People
for
had
that.
the bounce, so we just...
Yeah.
I was under the impression we were level 4.
We are.
Yes.
We are currently level 4.
I'm asking, are you flat level 4 or have already given
Flat
you
level
XP?
4.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all here. We're on the same page.
Yeah, my brain's this way and you went this way.
And I waved to it as I passed.
Oh, God. Take it back.
So,
Squishy.
as you're at the top of the stairs, you went into the room where you found a chest with some hidden items therein. As you're kind of divvying up through your items, you find the magical rope and you're kind of like learning how it works, like telling it which way to go and tie knots into itself and things like that. Perry, your bag begins to shake. You see Burn is in your bag. One eye is missing out of his skull, laying off to the side, and he looks up at you with his good eye and he says, "Get it out! Get it out! Get it out! Get it out! Get it out of here!
Robbie likes to explore.
Get him out of my skull!"
That's a problem.
Wait!
I just look over.
He's digging! What do I gotta do? He's scratching! Get him out!
I reach
Is
over.
he in the skull?
Do you just put the eye back?
Yeah.
When you like shake the skull, the eye pops back out and Robbie sticks his head out from the socket and begins to
That
look around.
is very disconcerting.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry it bothers you, he says.
I bet you didn't see it. Ow. I reach over and I tentatively start to pull Robbie out.
So as you grab the ferret, you begin to pull, and it's surprising how much ferret like begins to feed out of this eye socket. Yeah, until it's like bottom half comes out, and it's like. Just,
I'm like, he's okay, right?
I'm not an item to be traded.
He's liquid.
I don't know what to do with a ferret.
Could you do me a favor? Could you put that back in here, please? The eye. Yeah, that one. Oh, with your bear. Oh, ow. You see it like swirl, and he's like, I can't blink.
No eyelids. Here.
Hi. You must be
Why are
the
you
ugly
in
one of the
his
group.
bag?
Why are you in my bag?
Because you all jumped in the sewer, the sewage drain started spiraling me around, and I just happened to find myself in there. The ferret pulled me in.
Last time we saw you, you were...
So Robbie saved you.
Saved. Yeah, that's the word. Thanks. Yeah, very much the same way the crab saved me. Oh, do you need an update? He says, looking at you. Did you not watch the last video? Do you not know where we are?
He's not doing the grunts. I can't tell if he's saying yes or no.
Can someone else take me? He's just staring into my eyes and it's making me
Yes.
uncomfortable. Oh,
What?
no, your hands are clammy.
I mean, stop that.
I'm still playing with the robe.
So,
Oh, my bad. I just hold him up by the hair. So what
He
is
has no hair.
it is just a skull.
I just hold him
With
up.
eyes.
So what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just hanging out. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Doesn't answer.
I don't know.
Well,
Oh, we found the smart one.
Do we put him back in the same...
So, if I remember
Bag
right,
of
we
fair?
got the caustic gas trap.
Correct.
I have the joint.
Yes.
Okay. What spell is that?
It functions like a fog cloud spell. So it's 20 by 20 area.
Fog cloud.
Yes, it's 20 by 20 area. It lasts for 1d6 rounds, and it does 1d6 points of acid damage for every round spent in it.
Were you not part of that sorcerer wizard person's stuff?
this is what derails the game.
Yeah, like, his eyes slowly look over at you and he goes, can someone translate?
I say, you were the sorcerer's familiar. The snake folk.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with her.
Are you?
You asked me to
I
translate.
thought you belong to her. Do you not?
He goes, sure.
Did we not give this back to her? Like,
We
Yeah,
did.
you should totally
and-
give it back to her. Just like, put me in a pouch, preferably a dry one, preferably one that doesn't have a ferret in it, and then take me back.
Why do you
all
want back
out
to
of
her?
dry
so bad?
pouches.
Let's just drop him back in the sewer.
I am, but... he's upside down, he's like,
Unless you can give us a compelling reason to just bring you with us.
Listen, I didn't ask to be helped.
Okay?
Yeah, you can leave me here if you want. I'm effectively immortal. You're doing me no favors. I am the one that can help you, specifically him. So, why don't you ask your cloven-hoofed friend over there if he wants me here or not?
Are you gonna goad him into it?
So I've been waiting for this
Is
to
this
happen.
what you've been putting up with?
Yeah,
Is that a raptor?
yeah. You're more surprised about the raptor instead of the frogman?
Here, Doc.
I know what a gripply is.
You can throw it.
Do it.
Mechanically, it does 1d4 damage if you throw it, like as a weapon, but he takes no damage.
I'm gonna just kind of gently chuck it at him.
Why are you doing that?
I'll let it hit the floor and then pick it
Oh,
up.
God. The floor is filthy. We're in a sewer.
Or a skull.
That is hurtful.
Uh-huh.
I
Cloven
am
hoof
a
is also
talking
hurt.
head. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You have a jabberjaw jawbone, so who's talking now?
Maybe if you
I
passed your
hate the
knowledge
truth.
arcana to...
His mouth opens and it begins to repeat that message, and it's almost as if he can't help it. It repeats the message and goes,
No one asked you to do that.
You're right.
That was an invasion of privacy. You put your finger in my mouth again, I'm gonna bite it.
That was the message that
I
we
just
heard.
throw him up and put it.
Oh, okay, I thought you threw him down the stairs. That long hallway that you came down. Everyone loves to sleep.
He gets a rolling start and just.
Real quick, the message that plays again is the same one that we heard initially.
Yes.
With
No other message has been
With your
recorded.
master's voice.
Yeah.
Where were you in the
In the same place that I was before. Oh, the jawbone was somewhere else there. It was somewhere different than me. I have no idea where the jawbone was.
How did you get detached from your jawbone?
The crabs stole me. Yeah, they can't apparently turn me into a shell if my jawbone's attached. By the way, do you know what the back of a hermit crab looks like? That was in my head.
Did it taste bad?
Like raw fish. It was soft, like.
Stop. You're making me hungry.
No, don't. No. You know, it is cute though. Whenever he grows too big for the shell, they all switch places until they find the one that fits.
They form a couple.
Yeah,
I have no chicken, so that chicken hit my good.
it's a thing we know about hermit crabs.
Alright, well, I guess we have a new companion.
What languages
I know. Hang on a sec.
I am familiar with 6 million forms of communication.
including much?
You can only speak to one. Sorry, I had to run the shirt.
Says, I know 4.
Oh, thanks. I fell into this alien kitchen. He doesn't take fall damage or damage from being thrown.
It doesn't
But I do
hurt.
get motion sick.
I point him away.
Sewage comes out like just
Rafi was in that. You might
and
think
fur and ferret poop.
My dog was in
I speak Common, Aklo, Draconic, and Infernal.
In Aglo, I say why Aglo?
He says, because my master spoke Aklo. He says that in Aklo.
It's my mother's tongue, which is impressive.
I had his mother's tongue.
I fell against the wall.
That was a good setup.
I shoot out my tongue to catch it before it.
Oh, gross!
Do you want me to do
Swallow
a
it
reflex?
whole?
Reflex save? On that, or-
If you want, sure.
Shit, just let him catching it.
I mean,
So like he hits the wall, your tongue sticks to the wall and hits the floor.
Oh, gross. He's just looking up at it.
I pick up my toe.
You just licked a sewer wall.
I was a crustacean's backpack for decades, and you want to stick your tongue on me? It'd be the most action I've gotten in a long time.
Hey-oh!
So which door are we trying next?
what is happening?
Can I like see while he figures out what door, sort of see if I can like mount him onto my shoulder in some way?
Sure.
It's gonna be a 2.
You make like a neat little harness for him, and he's just kind of like.
Yeah, where he can still talk.
Thanks. This is great.
But
This is
instead
great.
of his.
Do you want the satchel instead?
Are you effectively a two-headed creature?
Yes, I could be.
My God.
You're a talking head. I'm a talking head.
Mechanically, you have +2 to your perception now.
Putting that on there.
Is it like a shoulder
What door
slide?
do we go through?
So, if you recall, which you may or may not,
There's a door that is more frequently used halfway down.
out of the steam room, there is a staircase that ascends up 20 feet. Halfway through, there's a door to the left. 2/3 of the way through, there's a door to the right. And then there's the door you went through, which is the chamber that holds
And the door to the left.
the
was
fun box.
More frequently used.
The door to the left? Yes.
Just draw that out completely.
We're all very impressed.
Hey, thanks. I did. Never remember crap like that. But my wife's birthday, sure, that was Saga sometime.
You don't know your wife's birthday?
That's bad.
Oh my gosh.
I do know my wife's birthday.
What is it?
August the 25th. I'm not going to give the exact year.
Head joke. Not on camera. Not on camera.
So anyways,
Ooh.
left or right?
Left.
The barbarian has spoken.
Show it shall be.
So from the
Or
steam
follow
room
you then.
to the
Oh, steam room's left.
From the steam.
if we go up the staircase from the steam room.
Yes, but you'd be going back, and if you go back, then you'd be going left would take you
No, we go to the right.
towards the east.
Going back towards the right.
Right. So if you're going back and you go towards the right, then that is
Correct.
the most frequently used door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Left.
Opening the door.
Stop.
When the door does open, you get this rush of cool, humid air. And it's that kind of briny smell of the brackish water that is flowing through what you see out before you to be a canal. This canal has a small bridge that crosses it. This bridge is constructed out of what looks to be old wood, like maybe driftwood or planks from a ship or something like that. Crudely constructed, extending out the 10 feet to be able to cross the small canal. Where you stand, it's about 20 feet across and about 10 feet high. This is a hewn stone water system. The top of this tunnel is completely round, the walls are rounded, and you feel that this is meant to be an overflow for flooding, like if a storm were to come in or something to that effect. This massive tunnel extends out to the right. When you look down that way, you do see that it forks. A bridge at the very end right before the fork, then past it, it forks to the left and to the right, and then it does continue on in a much more narrow canal that drops down into what looks to be like a small little waterfall. You can't hear it, you can't see it, but you can hear it down there where the drop-off is. Looking to the left, the canal extends out and then turns to the right. Turning to the right, you can't see anything past that, and the brick wall on the far side does have a single door.
We don't have to cross the bridge.
No, there are walkways on either side. There are 5-foot walkways on either side of the canal. So if you were to cross the bridge, you can walk along the walkway on that side, as well as the side that you're on.
I have much more confidence in walkways on this side than the bridge. I'd say yeah.
I'd say yeah.
Can I look at the bridge to see like how good quality it is?
So you step out, turn to your right, you walk over to the bridge. Roll me either a perception check or a knowledge engineering.
That is a 22 perception.
With a 22 perception, it looks sturdy, like upkept. Like this was meant for people to walk on, and it is tied off and fixed to the stone. So it looks solid. Even though the wood itself is reused, it seems somebody was very meticulous about the pieces that they picked to construct the bridge out of.
I trust the walkway.
Excellent.
Excellent. Also, I know everything that I described is a little chaotic and scattered, so if you need confirmation or anything, you can ask questions.
So across the bridge is a split block.
If you cross the bridge, you are in that same tunnel. You're just on the other side of the canal. Yeah. So there's nothing that you can see on that side that you can't already get to from this side.
Well, I tentatively set a foot on one of the planks, put my weight on it.
Solid.
The same sound that history.
It did.
Alright, I start to cross the bridge.
You cross the bridge.
I crossed the bridge! Okay.
I also crossed the bridge with Leon.
I will also cross the bridge.
We've had better.
Riveting stuff. Real riveting stuff here, guys.
Well, it's not
We
like
will.
Does the boy cross the bridge? We may never know.
No, I still party.
Don't you know?
I would stay on this side of the bridge.
Andy,
Oh, great, great. Your skull can keep me company when you die.
I try the door to see if it's locked.
The door is would be on the side that you just came from, and it is on the far end of the hall. So crossing the bridge prevents you from getting to that door.
I check the procedure.
As you begin to walk down that hallway, the rest of your companions where you left them, you walk down for about 60 feet to where the canal makes an immediate right turn. When you do so, you hear this like slow shifting noise, and you hear this deep. There are ever-burning torches that light probably every 10 feet down this tunnel. So it is well lit, if not with a deep blue, spooky ambiance kind of lighting.
So, 2 things.
Yeah.
First of all, can I sort of move slowly and like actively check to see if there's any dangers ahead?
Well, No, you can't now because you've already proclaimed that you went to the door. And
Also,
I'm
I
telling
have
you what you
dark
see.
vision.
Well, yes, but it's well lit. Because there are ever burning torches every 10
Well,
feet that
no.
give off a creepy ambient blue glow.
Yes. There.
Maybe this will clear things up for y'all a little bit.
Oh no.
So the rest of you are to the north. Anyone watching, our viewers, everyone else is up here. Berta proclaimed that he began walking towards the door, and it would be here by the time you saw it.
What door did we come from?
You came out this door and then turned this way. The rest of your companions went up and crossed the bridge.
Oh,
Yeah, so they are on this walkway.
I would not have.
Yeah, so Amos, when you said that you tried to get to the door, you would not be able to
Okay.
from that
Right
walkway.
there. All right.
Yeah, so everyone is on this walkway. Berta is now here. As you turn the corner, you see a giant black and purple ooze. It is on the far side of the canal, and it is just kind of like blissfully shifting in a very slow, methodical pace in that area. It doesn't seem to be, it is here, by the way. It doesn't seem to be doing anything aggressive or mischievous. It just seems to be shifting in that little square there, just doing its own thing. Dungeoneering, actually. Uh-huh.
I don't have training in dungeon.
Okay.
However, I
Uh-huh.
rolled a nat 20.
With a nat 20, I'll give it to you. But I'm not letting you ask any questions.
Fair.
This is an undead ooze. This creature appears as a large, undulating mass of black goo from which rotted and broken bones protrude. When an ooze moves across the grave of restless and evil souls, a transformation takes place. The malevolent spirit, still tied to the rotting flesh, is consumed by the ooze, melds with the ooze. The result is a creature filled with hatred of the living and an intelligence and cunningness not normally known among its kind. So, as this thing is shifting in place, you knowing that, you feel like there's something like methodical about what it's doing. It's not just blissfully drifting in the dungeon because that's what oozes do. You being armed with the knowledge that this thing probably has a malevolent intelligence to it gives you a feeling that it knows you're there and it's just kind of chilling.
So, would I know? Not a question. Would I know that this one has been transformed?
This is an undead ooze. It is that thing.
Okay, so
Yes.
it's a transformed version.
Yes, it is not just an ooze. It is an undead ooze.
Neat. So I would sort of stop.
You see it, Rebelbone. Get that thing away from me. Do not go over there.
Silence is Hey, Damon, I would not turn the corner.
Why was over there?
Something that would eat your flesh.
I peek around the corner.
So,
Hold on. I rolled stealth.
Hey, Damon.
This is
let's
my-
go around the corner.
Rolls for stealth.
Damon immediately
Full
goes
armor.
around.
Not full armor, I'm only wearing your breastplate.
Sorry.
Only
Still
a
a
breastplate.
negative.
Yep, -4.
5? 5. Plus this next one.
-2. So,
Wasn't a 1.
That I'm gonna still. I know it doesn't
We're
really
just
matter.
gonna watch Damon eat it.
It's a nat 20, makes that 35. I might go the other direction. I'm taking.
I have an idea.
I take Rayado with me.
Where'd
and
you go?
home.
The raptor disappeared too.
It all accumulates to how much?
A -2.
So, you start walking that way, your armor. Everybody's like, Damon, what do you do? Don't go around the corner, Damon. You're like, it's fine, guys, I'm stealthing. When you look around the corner,
With eye contact.
you see the thing come to a complete stop, and it freezes. Where it was churning and bubbling, undulating and shifting, it now has come to a complete halt. As you begin to go back around the corner, it shifts and begins to charge you, and I will need an initiative roll from the party.
I'd like to start my 3-part apology.
I hope to me.
Everybody.
Damon, don't
This will
turn
be
around
the
corner.
first
My
skill
child.
count.
Where was that?
I'll tell you where it's not.
Safe.
What was it? Fog cloud vial, not a cloud kill vial.
Perry.
18.
Damon.
25.
Because fog cloud doesn't do that.
Ragnar.
8.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that it functions like that, except...
Oh, this one doesn't.
Oh, you
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't change it on all of them.
I'm sorry, Ragnar.
8. What's wrong?
It doesn't change it on all of them.
Manzarek.
Oh.
And Dr. Isaac.
What's it doing?
Apparently I didn't do everything.
That's it.
11 CC. What?
You didn't.
It didn't change the name properly. That's okay. It's fine.
She said, wow, Perry's looking a little different tonight.
Oh, I know what I didn't do. I now understand.
It's so fun.
Fun part, as this thing begins to shift and move directly towards you, Damon, you are first to go on the initiative.
Run, 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 run.
I turn around. Run!
No.
Not to you.
Oh.
You're
To
not
the-
on that side.
To
You're
the
not
rest of
behind
the
me.
party that's 60 feet that way.
Uh-huh. And I'm looking at the opposite direction. So I move 20 feet.
Oh.
Actually, 40 feet if I'm going to run.
Boop-a-doop. All right.
And that's my...
Okay. Perry,
Yes.
Where am I?
you are.
This way.
If you rush this way, it will take you 10 feet to get here.
I go across the bridge.
Yes, you may. That will be 10 feet to cross the bridge.
That will move additional
20 puts you here.
okay, an additional 30 feet then.
So Perry is now here. All right. Manzarek.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Perry's. What he's doing. I'm just gonna be right behind him.
Frogger.
Do you double move?
Yeah.
Which is 60 feet? That puts,
I moved right out of order.
yeah. That will put you here. Because you stated you went to the other end.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I compensated, so it takes you twice the movement to get to me. Oh, I'm sorry. You were there.
Yes.
Manzarek is here. All right, do you take any actions?
No, that'd be it.
Dr. Tone.
I am going to hold an action. If the ooze happens, I'm not going to do that. That's a resource. I'm going to ready a new thing I have called a bomb.
Okay.
And
explosive.
if the ooze moves to the corner, I have the range. I'm just gonna throw the ball.
You may. Reaching into your cloak, you brandish a small round vial. Everyone sees him do this, and it has two different colored liquids in it, separated by a very thin barrier, and you're just like. And I imagine Perry and Manzarek, who can see, were like, "What is that? And where did you find it?"
Where can I get it?
Oh, it's right here. But if I hand you the vial, it becomes a name because it uses my own personal magic.
Yeah. Perry, I'm sorry, only Dr. Tone sees this. When you draw the small round vial from your cloak, you see the ooze begin to shift towards Damon, but when Damon took off running, of course, going as he does, it stops, and it just kind of shifts back to where it was. And now, you're all effectively out of combat.
In my defense, I am not wearing full armor. I'm just wearing.
You got a -2 in your stealth.
You got a -2, my guy. You're covered in pots and pans.
The good
No,
news
I
is
just
if
happen
the
to-
pot's on your back, it reflects any bullets.
So I
Don't.
can trade the pot for.
Pot shot.
Hey, oh.
A small, mysterious white substance.
Like, why?
What do y'all do?
What are y'all running from?
There is some sort of ooze back there.
Do we need to kill it as I start?
We know what you need.
Killing it.
As I need to
Kill it.
walk this way
And kill it.
and I
This
stop
way.
right here and say, if you lure it around, smash
If you lure it, it will come.
it. That's what I said.
I need to look up something.
Neat. I'm just gonna keep walking as if it's not there around the corner.
Well, that's creepy.
I will do the same. Heading toward.
The moment people started moving around, I would say, "Oh, by the way, that's an undead ooze. It is malevolently, whatever, intelligent." I go, "Bleh, ooze.
Hurt.
I can later."
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
I did in a dream once. It was weird.
There's a door over there.
Yes.
Yeah, start walking towards the door.
The one
All right.
kind of fast.
Does the whole party walk toward the door?
The only people that aren't on the side with the door would be Damon. Great. And Ragnar.
So I'm gonna take it that it's not moving towards them from them being there.
Correct.
You're wanting to go in that door.
Can I do a perception to see if there's anything else over there other than
You may.
Roll well, please.
Give me 30.
With a 30, you do see there's a smattering of humanoid bones on that side. But every so often, you see the ooze will just listfully grab one and lazily suck it into itself. And as it begins to move and shift around, you'll see a piece drop out. So it's as if it's in this constant cycle of picking up and dropping bones. But part of you thinks that anything organic, it's probably already eaten, or anything else, it's probably inside of it. You may. That is the safest door you have ever seen. You know that beyond that door, there are no other traps. This place, this house is clear.
What is
Poltergeist.
Guys, this door
Or
is
Ace
completely
Ventura.
safe. No traps.
That's
here.
where I went.
Opening the door, you see a room completely empty.
And
say?
It is 10 by 20. So it is a long, narrow room with nothing therein. With the exception on, if you're facing the far wall, on the left corner, there is a door.
That we're saying.
As you step into the room, right, you feel this kind of like sense of, you hush. You hush. You feel this sense of vertigo wash over you. And your stomach kind of sinks, and you feel like as if you've missed a step. When you stop, you turn and look, and the door is no longer behind you. The room expands almost limitlessly into all directions. And the only thing that separates your line of vision from the far wall are these barriers that seem to rise up out of the ground as if they're shifting and like phasing into reality. It's not like they out of the ground. It's as if they were there or they weren't there and now they are, and you're not sure when that happened. And I will need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw. With a 10, as you look around and you feel this like sense of, I'm lost. Where am I? What am I doing here? You take 4 points of damage as you feel your skin begin to burn in this like tingling, painful sensation that washes over you from head to toe. We're going to go ahead and keep the same initiative score because I don't feel like re-rolling it when nothing happened with the old one. And you are stuck in that room for now.
Question. Are
Yes.
we able to see him just inside the door?
You,
Like obviously not me, but like
not
he
you,
just
no.
stepped inside
But
the
because
door.
Manzarek and Dr. Tone are standing there, you see Perry walk into the room. He steps about 10 feet in, and then he stops, and you see him looking around confused. You can roll me a sense motive to gain anything off of that.
It counts, I guess.
Okay.
Rules question.
Mhm.
I can't find anything online. Thrown splash weapons.
Yes.
It says I have a range of 20. Usually with a ranged attack, you can go double the range increment for -2 penalty for every time you go past it.
Mhm.
It's not saying anything I can do that with a thrown weapon. Specifically a thrown splash weapon.
I think it's a -2 for every 5 feet
So if I figure every range
with a throw.
I think it goes to. I think there's 2 range increments, and then it's after that it's every 5. I think.
I have my son's motivating. I'm sorry.
Well, it's better than his, I hope.
Probably.
I hope they're all the same.
Probably not.
So it's only
They're close.
Yeah, no, I'm very close with that.
No, 16.
He's been against it.
Hot. Hot.
Because I'm in class, I double up on the ranks into new skills. But I'm much more. I can do a lot more things. Such as perception.
As someone who is also multi-classing,
I don't know why I'm going to say multi-classing.
Do me a favor,
Yeah.
double check, because I would assume there is a limit to how far you can throw something even with those negatives because of your strength modifier.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I wanted a rules clarification before I started doing stuff like that. Since motive, I'm higher than him. I'm at a 16.
With a 16, Perry is confused. You don't know why he's confused, but he was making a beeline for that door, and then he stopped and began to look around. And you do see him even look at you dead on, and it's almost like he doesn't see you. He has a 1,000-mile stare, and then you see him wince in pain. Isn't it?
I thought so.
Isn't these things that I've thrown at you in like sequential order neat?
perception by authentication?
You may perceptify authentication.
Is it my turn in the initiative?
No.
Okay, it is the range increment. Thrown weapons have a maximum of 5 range increments. The range that projectile has.
Okay.
Damon, you're first
So
on
I
the
can throw
initiative.
it 100.
You really back to that other side and get behind. Start getting.
So you're gonna go around this way?
Yeah.
And what's your max movement?
20. Well, 40 if I run. But I don't move straight on.
You're here.
So,
So double move puts you there. Do you take any other actions? Parry. Yes.
Is it a wisdom roll?
It is a wisdom.
17. Wisdom or will?
Or wisdom saving. So
We'll see.
will save. Yeah, I'm sorry. Will save. 17 with a will save.
Will that say?
What have I done?
It's a 25 on here. I don't know what to tell you guys.
With a 17, you take a moment and you're like, no, this isn't right. You turn and you walk in the direction that you remember it being. You get to the other side, extending your hand out, and you pass through these walls as if they don't exist. And you touch the wooden door on the other side, and as you do so, this illusion fades from around you.
We go to our car. See what
You may.
it's at.
Is combat still
I'm sorry?
Is combat still going?
Yes, because he is still in the room.
Oh,
13.
Can we move Perry off of the board?
Do you take any other actions?
I attempt to open that.
You do. Opening that door, you see that there is a small hallway, 5 by 10 feet, extending out before you, and then there is another door on the far side. Yeah.
I moved and I standard action.
Okay. Once you realize that this room is not what it seems whatever magics had been affecting you have vanished, and you are no longer taking damage.
Okay.
Not quite sure how that works, but it's a thing.
Neat.
Manzarek.
Emotional dash.
I go, you want Rihanna.
Stepping into the room, I will need a will save.
For both of us? Or just me?
Yes.
For both of you.
Nat 1 for me,
Wonderful. Oh, one.
and a 7 for you.
You see Rihanna and Manzarek like kind of watch you, and it's in that moment where you look back through the door you had come through and you make eye contact with them. Manzarek steps into the room and you see his big, bulbous frog eyes get wide as he begins to look around. Rihanna, like being his animalistic self and fueled on instincts, more is like, I'm gonna stick close to this guy. And he just like shifts close to you without really understanding what's happening. And when you get into this, you see the same thing. The doors disappear. It extends, elongates. Reality begins to shift. You have no idea what's going on. You take 3 points of damage.
Gosh.
And Riato takes 1. As you feel that same burning sensation seep into your mucousy skin.
Did you take
Not slimy. Do you take any actions? Wonderful. Dr. Tone.
Has he used Blob?
Uzi Blob. Uzi Blob.
Because I've not gone through the magical effects, can I roll anything for that?
For what's happening?
Yes.
You can roll an Archon.
Spellcraft?
That's not what he said.
It isn't. Maybe 16.
With a 16, you would be able to identify that this is some sort of illusionary maze. An illusionary maze is typically something that you can cast on a person, and when you do so, they are lost kind of in their own mind. Where the world around them is normal and they're acting normally, they can't see or fathom what's going on. However, something is hurting them, making this a higher level and more difficult to discern trap.
So I know the spell that's going on is illusionary maze.
Correct.
The
there's
damage is caused from maybe a different source.
Correct. Yeah. Which you can't quite put your finger on.
Can I check the door frame itself
You may
for like traps or any sort of triggering devices?
give me a perception check.
I can do that. Adding 4. 15.
With a 15,
I see. Continue as a level 4.
you examine the door frame and you just kind of like look it over, but you can't discern anything from it.
So my new rope,
Mm-hmm.
and I will do this on my next turn because I'm realizing I'm running out of actions very quickly. Do I still have, I guess, standard swift? Do I have a move action to draw
Yes.
the rope? I have now drawn the rope. My plan is to wrap a rope around them and tell it to go to the other side where Barry is.
You may.
And say, hey, grab the rope. Actually, have it tied to him because that's the thing I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Lasso him or
Yeah.
Do you take any actions?
I have no more actions to take.
The ooze oozes. Ragnar.
Y'all might hate me. I'm gonna jump to the other side.
Roll that acrobatics check.
How do you do that again? You said it's 50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not good. Acrobatics, you say?
Mm-hmm.
21.
21.
So
From a dead
it's
standstill.
minus 10.
Okay.
Well,
So
he's got a front. Are you jumping that way?
he's jumping this way.
No.
Oh, you got a running start?
Yeah.
Okay, no, he has a running start.
No, I'm going this way because
right.
y'all were obviously over there.
So that's a running start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we're good.
I'm not
So-
able to see that little walkway.
What
so-
did you get?
21.
21. He only needed 10, right? And he did that then. So you run, you do this neat little barbarian jump, and you slide to the other side.
And then I walk to the door.
You see Manzarek and Riato in there, and they look confused.
Through the door.
Stepping in the door, I'll need a will save.
Yes. Not a 1. I couldn't see but one of them. It's a 13.
You step into the door. Reality begins to shift. Things begin to go sideways. You take a single point of damage. By the way, it's acid damage if that matters.
It does.
Do you take any actions?
It does.
Okay. Damon.
Move up another 40 feet.
You are directly in front of the door. You see Ragnar, Riato, and Manzarek standing in this relatively small room, looking confused and hurt.
Since motive.
You may.
No.
16.
Everyone is confused and hurt.
I turn back to Dr. Isaac. What's going on?
They're in a mind maze. You see me like lassoing a rope.
I imagine you're just kind of like, they're in a mind maze. And the roguelike begins to make its way towards me.
Burn trumpet!
What?
I don't have lips.
What can I do?
You still made a trumpet sound.
What can I do?
Don't walk in there unless you think your mind is very fortuitous. In character, a way of saying, make a good will save and you can walk through.
Do you mean fortified?
Sure.
Unless you're,
It's not very
unless you're asking
fortuitous.
how lucky I'm feeling.
It doesn't translate well from accent.
It's not fortis, it's fortuitous.
Oh, my bad.
Can I have one of your bodies when you die?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You already have
You may
one.
not want it.
So I watch.
No one else does. Yuck, yuck,
I
yuck,
watch
yuck, yuck.
anxiously, and I wait
So I'm
for
acting-
someone to come close enough to the door for me to grab them.
You may. All right, top of the round.
Direct this out. I'm sorry, Mr.
He was the top.
Second top of the round.
I walked through the door.
Yes.
The new door.
Hi, Anchor.
You go the 10 feet into the other room.
I just want to make it right.
No, you've made everyone else's life hard. Let me move this over here so you can't see all the maps that I have.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I felt bad for going ahead and triggering the ooze spawn fight, so I appreciate you for making me not the worst. Not the worst.
To be determined.
The last time you did something like this, we became pirates, so you know.
That is very true. I mean, we didn't help, but that is very true.
It was fun though.
It was?
You just made like a
I
whole
would
month's
not.
worth
AJ
of...
would not have been the character he was if it wasn't for the fact that you guys were pirates. I made him like a chipmunk.
A chipmunk.
He lived on an island of monkeys too, which makes that even better. We're the chipmunks.
I hate everything about that.
If we didn't laugh, we would cry.
Oh my god.
Yes, keep grabbing them. More, I say. More.
And those are
Do I
right.
see those?
Oh yeah.
Do they see him?
More importantly, they see you.
Oh, yeah, that's not good. That's not bueno.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, don't tell me.
Stop it.
What's my? I have a passive stealth, right?
You always bring us to the nicest places, GM. This one has
Fantastic
pillars.
views.
It's got green lava, pillars, and pee.
Stepping into this room,
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I saying this right? Is that who I think it is?
you see.
Oh, that's where we're supposed to go. You're welcome.
You see a room that looks like it's meant for overflow to dump out into kind of a drainage area. This large pool in the center is being fed by a constant flow beneath another wall, as if water is flowing directly into this room aggressively from that far wall. 6 pillars extend up to the ceiling and ever-burning torches line the room. However, there are 2 braziers in this room that illuminate and burn with a cold fire. This cold fire, unlike the eerie blue glow from the ever-burning torches, burns with a deep green. You see 4 men standing on the far side of the room. Each one of these men standing in what looks to be a glowing sigil. Each one of them holding a dagger in their hands with their eyes closed. There is this deep chanting as you see the handsome stranger from when you first teleported outside of Drimport and met your companions. The handsome stranger dressed in his ostentatious clothing, ostentatious, ostrich Jesus, clothing. His black hair slicked back and his impeccable groomed face concentrating as his hands extended. You see the electric blue kobold leaning against the wall, and he looks very bored. You open the door, not saying that you rolled a stealth, you just, oh yeah, into the room. You see the handsome stranger stop the incantation, and he turns to regard you. The blue kobold just kind of, hey, wait! My son! The one that I manifested from nothing! The handsome stranger looks down at the blue kobold, and then he looks at you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be here.
Nonsense. The door shuts behind you.
And
Question.
with my standard action, I'll say,
Oh, yes. Allow me to roll them into the initiative before I just start cutscening stuff.
Does the handsome stranger have an eye patch? Do I
Eye patch?
have that?
No, the only one that has an eye patch is Meryl's little kid.
He's not
He's
that
like-
kid.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot you.
and slam the eye patch. Ooh. Flappy swallow. I like that one.
Oh, yeah. She goes, he's got 0 survival instincts, and I said absolute 0. It's ice cold in there, you know what I mean? Oh, what?
So the rest of us have to
find
cross
monkeys
a
from
mind
the-
maze.
What's the west?
Dude, at least he's not a team.
Right. That might be
I
easy.
will.
That might be easy. Oh, just +5?
Yeah.
Those are words. Use them louder.
Sorry, my computer just had a
I
seizure.
saw that from here.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That
Not that I
was.
can see your
that
screen,
looked like
so
an-
I saw the glowing
I believe you.
User error, usually.
I believe
Yeah, that's a
you.
dangerous position for me.
I can't. I literally can't.
I just want
I literally can't even.
I can't even. I
That's
put
why
on.
my hit points are in the eye. What?
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 I did. Can I unhear you? Can I go back?
No.
I take back that perception roll.
Doctor. Turn back time.
I could turn back time.
No, that doesn't count.
Okay.
He missed it. Dang it.
I heard
He's
it.
ignoring it.
Anyway, you open the door.
I opened the door last time.
Yes, yes.
That's important.
Right. Stepping into this room, you see them look at you, Thrym expressing, "My son!" and the handsome stranger tilting his head curiously.
Sorry, I'm not supposed to be here. I should see myself out. I didn't use this building.
Why don't you do that?
I do.
Can he still see you?
Boogity boogity.
There's a non-0% chance
Little less
that
of
he
me,
can't still see you.
babysitter.
It's based on your attack not damaging him at all. And no one faints.
I feel like if I tell you this guy's name,
Probably, but we will eventually hear it.
I didn't give him the name.
It doesn't matter. We're gonna be fine.
Oh,
Who gave him the name?
that's somehow worse.
It's your world.
Was it
Yeah, this
someone-
is not. This is a homebrew campaign in every way. What?
Who gave him the name?
I didn't make up the creatures.
It's not-
Anyway, he's a named creature. Anyway,
Means he's in the books.
you are now invisible. Thrym goes, "My son! I killed him!" He looks up at the handsome stranger. What did That's it?
That's all I got.
Okay.
Can't walk away.
Manzarek,
Feels bad, man.
Will save.
you may. Will you?
It's gonna be a 16.
With a 16. Sorry, I'm gonna readjust everything here. With a 16,
And Rayado got a 14.
you kind of like, once it begins to hurt, you're like, ah, and you shake it off. You look around and you see Dr. Tone kind of extending his hand out, and you see the snake rope snaking up, right? Looking through the other door, you see Perry disappear, but you are unable to see what is beyond the door. But you do realize everything around you was an illusion. Rayado, however, does not know what's up, so he is sticking close to you and he is confused.
Okay. Once the rope gets. How close is the rope to being invisible?
He still has it in his hand.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is 10 feet from you.
Okay. I move. How far is the door? Now that I know it's.
The door from you is 10 feet away.
Okay. I kind of like push Rayado and move forward out of the room.
So it is 10 feet to the door, 10 feet across the hallway.
Okay.
Is that where you go?
Yeah.
Okay. That will put you here. As you attempt to step into the room, however, you bump into something.
Okay. That's unfortunate.
I do say you can move through friendly squares, so you can allow him to pass you if you'd like. Okay.
How generous.
Stepping into the room, you kind of like walk in and you come to an abrupt stop as you see those 4 men standing at the far end with the daggers in hand. They are dressed in very similar attire to the pirate group that had beset you earlier. You see the handsome stranger once again and the elusive blue kobold. What? I turned him into a frog! Oh my god!
Oh my! Oh sweet summer child.
He has more smarts than me.
That's not a high bar.
Wow.
I don't say anything. I just
Bang
look around
bang.
the room.
Shots fired.
And look like, what are the
Am I getting the stink eye from a frog?
That's my turn.
All right.
No, he's just swallowing.
Dr. Tone.
It's a very niche medical.
I know.
I appreciate you.
Dr. Tone.
I have 2 options.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Only. Are you in or out?
Are you black or you
I
white?
walk into it.
Okay.
It's only a 14.
With a 14, you quickly realize what's happening as the room shifts around you, and you're like, no, this is not real, but you are unable to help it. As everything begins to twist in form.
Do I still see right now?
No, you are alone.
I'm invisible?
It's burning?
No. What?
It's burning.
Oh, yeah. Burn is still with you. You take 3 points of acid damage. As you feel it wash over you, Burn goes,
The door, the door, the door. The door, though. The door. The door.
do you take any actions?
I command the rope to attach to the door.
As you say this, the rope extends itself out before you, disappearing through the wall and into this shifting room before you. No one else is in the room yet?
All right.
I'm in the room.
You're in the room. The rope passes you. You see it go across the floor and disappear into the void. So it's like void, rope, void. As it reaches up and wraps itself around the handle of the door. And there, you see the rope snake up and wrap onto the door.
Would that give me any bonuses to like?
On your next turn. Ragnar.
So, in my idea, other than the rope, it looks like it's way out there. The door is.
You don't see the door.
There's not a door
No.
in this whole thing at all.
No, it's a shifting maze.
Oh. Guess I gotta try to
I'm a
break
bit
this.
annoyed because I think I know what the DC is, and I roll 1 less.
Lower than last time. That's wonderful. It's a 6.
So you turn and you begin to walk in kind of like into the room, just in a direction you think you need to go, but it's hard to discern like which way you were heading, which way you had come from. You take 3 more points of damage as you just kind of make your way through the maze. Do you take any other actions?
No.
As this is happening, the handsome stranger looks at you, Manzarek. He says, "Your friends look like they need your help. Perhaps you'd like to address that first." And then he'll end his turn.
What a nice person.
Damon!
It's a shame.
Okay,
You are alone now. You are the only one that's not in the room
How much-
or in this.
how much can I see into the room?
You can see all 20 by 10 feet of it.
Okay.
And you also see 2 of your friends walking around confused inside.
One's holding a rope that just magically attached itself to a door.
I steel myself and I step in the door.
Roll me that delicious will save.
Left hand.
Love how everybody failed that first will save. So far. Fingers crossed. All of us.
All of us failed it before.
Shifting reality, room, things, pain. 1 point.
Ow! Confusion hurts.
This room is icky. Do you take any other confusing actions?
Does he see the rope?
No. Once he's in the room, he is confused.
I start river dancing. I don't know what you want from me.
So a skill you have?
Look
I
at
don't
the
know, I
color of
don't.
his hair.
Thrym looks up at the handsome stranger.
He says, "So, are we gonna murder? Should we murder? Murder, though.
Murder?
The frog?"
He says, wait. He extends his hand down towards the kobold. The 4 men with their daggers in hand look back up towards him. He says, this will be a wonderful opportunity for you 4 to be able to test your powers. Let them figure it out. All right. Perry!
Bye.
Because whereas we didn't hear the Screws movie, those microphones probably.
feel
Good.
riddance.
I knew that I would now.
I'm going to do Mage Armor myself.
Voodoo, you do so well. Manzaric,
I
you hear chanting and toning.
Oh, no.
You do,
Oh, yeah.
but I'm also going to move. Where am
What are you talking about? Where are you?
Yeah.
You're literally right there.
There I
You
am.
have been the whole time.
Though
I've been here the whole time.
you got
Other
that
door?
stereo.
It's interesting. There's
Perry moves to the far corner. Shifting to said corner. Do you do anything else?
I remain invisible.
Your AC up by 4.
It is.
Manzaric.
I walk 15 feet that way. Rayado does as well. I say, I don't believe in any storylines. What is that? And then I also stop and I cast Orange Skin on Rayado.
I don't believe in violence, but
Touching the raptor, you see his feathers become kind of tawny and thick as the bark skin spell washes over him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The handsome stranger grins, right? He says, "This is simply an experiment. Something that I've tried before and have seen with great success. These 4 followers," he extends his hands out to the 4 men readied with their daggers, "are willing to transcend into a higher state of being."
do I hear any of this?
No. Yes, because the illusionary spell
Yeah.
says sight and sound,
I got you.
but not touch.
I would be very upset about it.
Dr. Tone.
I'm going to try grabbing the rope, knowing
Okay.
it's attached to the door.
All right.
Uh-oh. That wasn't a passing save if I had my guess.
10.
10. You have the rope. You're still in the maze, but you got the rope. What do you do with
That
it?
was
I
his
follow where the rope went.
Following the rope where it went, you find yourself such a cool mini. Look at
Nice.
this mini. Here's your kabam.
Oh, that is nice. May I?
Yeah.
Middle.
Minus the wings. He does have broken wings on his back.
Stepping into the room, you see the handsome stranger look at you, and you both share this moment of disbelief.
I'm sorry.
He has an expression on his face that it lies somewhere between surprise, fear, and rage.
I would be sharing
something that is
sharing
very obvious
reactions.
for
Anybody that can see it and would like to, roll sense motive.
I'm not hiding anything. I was like, I'm sorry.
12? Like, is it that obvious? or-
Also 12.
With a 12, yes, it is that obvious. This man's
Not it.
demeanor has completely broken from the stoic kind of I am unfazed by anything to wah. I need to kill it.
In a vessel, I would just because seeing him, I would naturally go back into that time. I was like, I'm sorry, you going back to your old ways? Looking at the man with daggers in very obvious sort of ceremonial.
Ragnar.
Yeah, right. I'm
Do I
assuming
see the
no
rope
savior.
still?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you have sent it.
Oh, that's fine.
I should have asked if he was done with it.
I mean, true.
Sorry.
It's not a big deal.
I know. I did you.
It's true.
Oh God.
Actually,
Just because of fame. I cast a spell because of anger and rage kind of thing. Spiritual weapon, a very
My man is trying to roleplay here.
we're engrossed.
No, you're just gross. What do you do?
Wow, that was unnecessarily harsh.
I will get a D4 for this. I cast Spiritual Weapon, and it looks like my chain whip. I'm gonna get one of these. It looks like my chain whip, but what my chain whip used to look like. So black demon still, spikes all over it.
It has an
I have standards.
But it can see.
It's fun. It's
And moves. And freeze. And swips.
yeah. Look. Just
I'm sad that didn't hit as well as I thought it would.
It was funny. I mean,
It was
No, I
I
don't
was
need
busy looking for a dice.
hilarious. No, I will say. This might make when you're talking about Damon and his stealth.
Literally next to one of those guys, because I can summon it up to a range, and it floats, so in the middle, in the liquid. So this chain whip went for us.
chanting and toning, and a semi-ethereal, I'll say,
Yeah.
whip appears and floats in the air next to one of these men. They look over at it, still ready, as they're like, what and why?
Who?
And I would finish by just saying, some new powers and tricks I picked up over the years.
Fun. Do you take any actions?
I action that.
Schmack.
Do I see the rope still, or was it something he held on to and went into the
You no
rope?
longer see the rope since you've
Cool,
moved.
cool. So I feel like I know that there's a door somewhere. So my question is, if I roll the wisdom and I fail, to pass and get out of this illusion, can I still let you decide on the direction and I just run?
The maze states that you were just lost in it.
Okay. It's the same failing row as last time.
However, the damage is different. You take 3 points. As you begin to kind of make your way into this room, staggering and stumbling, that searing pain washing over you 3 times as bad now. Do you take any actions?
Nope.
The handsome stranger looking at you, Dr. Tone, he holds up his hand, he chants and tones as the room goes dark, and it's almost as if what he is doing is drawing from the ambient magic of the room. You see the braziers continue to burn with their green glow, but the ever-burning torches dim, giving the room a much darker and eerie kind of look to it. The area around him glows as his coat opens and begins to flare from the magic he has pouring through his body. He points as this green beam of light shoots from the end of his finger in a straight line, hitting you in the chest, moving through you, and harmlessly dissipating.
Does he have chains?
No.
Okay.
Well, you also can't see his wrists.
Okay.
So, he looks at his hand, there and goes, yeah, but you said... He goes, I know what I said.
In Abyssal, I would just retort, old ties still bind.
It went dark? Or like...
Theatrically.
Okay, cool.
As if he cast Finger of Death on it.
Oh. You know.